Dear colleagues, hello. So welcome to IB French Intro. Bienvenue en Francophonie. So today we're gonna work on the Bienvenue en Francophonie. I'm gonna explain every slide and I'm gonna tell you what about it. And of course you can download it, you can edit it, you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, as you can see here, now you've got a link. So because now I'm using the Canva presentation, but you also have the PPT, like the PowerPoint that you can have. But mind you that the aesthetic is way better on Canva because I'm using the Canva design to make it. So when I try to make it in PowerPoint, the design is like a bit less beautiful. Okay, so I really recommend you Canva, and during the presentation I will show you and I will let you know how you can make it an amazing presentation. Okay, so here we go. Let's start. So this is the summary that what we're gonna learn in that presentation. So as you can see, les phrases utiles, les pays francophones, l'alphabet, le symbole de la francophonie, vidéo sur la francophonie. So this is something that I really like to start with. Like those four sentences, four things that you can see here are really useful because they can make the student like start to speak French straight away. They can use it in order to speak French as soon as possible. So as you can see, que signifie, if there is one word they don't know the meaning, for example, you see comprend, they don't know what the meaning of it, they can say que signifie comprend, and I can tell them comprend means to understand. Okay, so talking about understand, I don't understand, je ne comprends pas. Pouvez-vous répéter? Can you repeat? And this one very important. If they know the English or the language they are talking and they don't know the French, they can simply ask like this. For example, comment dit-on dog en français? Un chien. Okay, so you get the idea. This is very important. You can ask a couple of students to use that just for practice. And let's move on. Okay, so the first part we're gonna talk about les pays francophones, or the country that speak French. So what do I do and what you're going to do? It depends on you because maybe you've got like some students they did like MYP French, so they're a bit advanced. Maybe that's some student they never did French ever before. So what I'm gonna do, it depends on your public, the people in front of you. So what I do, I go like through all the sentence. So I just read the first one. La francophonie, c'est l'ensemble des personnes et des pays qui parlent français. So I ask him, like, do you have any idea? Do you know one word? So maybe ensemble, francophonie, français, personne, because it's really similar to English. And then from that, you can go through every sentences of the text. And that's it. After you say, okay, now I'm going to ask you like few questions. As the IB for the intro, for the first lesson about francophonie, they really say like, okay, it has to be in English, so it's fine. So those few questions, they are in English. So you can put the question on the screen and you give them a given time to do it. For example, if you use Canva, let me show you something super cool. What I like to do, you just like go on your keyboard and you want them to you give them like 5 minutes, let's say. You just like tap on 5, and boom. Now, as you can see, you have a countdown. You just start it, and then they have 5 minutes to do it on the screen. I think that's really brilliant, and there is many things that you can do like this. So what I like to do is like when like 30 minutes left, you just tap D, and D you have like a drum, as you can see. So the beauty of Canva is like you have a lot of things like this. You can do like B, you have bubble. B is blur, sorry. O is bubble. With the sound, as you can hear, you have the bubble. So there is like many good things like this that you can check them out. I really recommend you to use them to make your presentation even funnier, better. Okay. So now after you can just show the answer or the question, see with the student where they were good, where they were wrong. Simple as that. Okay, so now the next part we're gonna talk about, as you can see now, the text is in English. You've got all the countries that speak French. Okay, so now you can go through them. And now, very, very important, bam, now you have a game. So there is two solutions. You can ask them to just scan the QR code and do the exercise on their phone. But the best will be you just click here on the link. So it's going to be on the screen, the game. And each countries, you have to put like a country going to appear. You have to say francophone or non-francophone. For example, let's say Italy. So I want you to say out loud Italy, Italy, say it out loud, and your student, they can get used to the French sound, okay? So Italy, France, Portugal, all the country they can hear. And this is actually an introduction for what's coming next, which is the alphabet, okay? So very, very important to emphasize when you say the countries, okay? So let's move on. So now you have the alphabet. So what I do, of course, you feel free to do what you want. You can put a video on the screen. You can do it yourself. I like to do it myself and try to check on students if they have any problem. So I go one by one, A, B, C, D. So it depends on the student where they come from. For example, with the English, like the English speakers, they always have problem with E, O, U. They have hard time to make the difference. We all know that R. So I always say like try to say air condition, air, something like that. So use your knowledge. You know your student better than I do. But as you may know, also they don't have a test at the end of the year about the alphabet. It's just in order to introduce the French alphabet for them to have a better pronunciation. Okay, so don't need to spend too much time on it, but at least do like 10-15 minutes on it. Then we've got a small exercise. So as you can see, exercice de prononciation. And now I'm gonna make happy like many words and they have to spell it. So you can do like one by one student or do it together. As you can see, I put like many different words. Yeah. Small things here. So for example, can you see like the word like bouteille? And you ask question, do you know what does it mean? And they say, oh no, we have no idea. I say, okay, remember that. So go a little bit back. So you want to know? So you have to ask me, which one is it? And I'd say, oh, que signifie bouteille? You say, oh, bouteille means like a bottle. Okay. So very, very important to make them use that all the time. So you go through all the words one by one to spell it. And then the next part, le symbole de la francophonie. As I said, you don't need to use everything. I try to do like many different things according to teachers. Some they like depends the student. If they're advanced, they know some French or they don't know. But I try to do a little many exercises to kind of please everybody. Okay, as you can see, this is the flag. This is the symbol of the Francophonie. Now you have a small text in French. Same as we did before. You can go through one by one each sentences. Try to make it. Or do you know conference? Do you know gouvernement? Français? And then you just translate, help them. Then it's followed by question. Once again, you can use a timer, like countdown. You say maybe, oh, you've got 4 minutes. Let's go. And you can put sound, you can put music. There's many things that you can do. You have many options. Remember that you can use the drum at the end to wake them up. See, very fun. After followed by the answer, as always, you can talk about that. And the last part is going to be a video sur la francophonie. So before every new activity, you have to make a small introduction. You know, you cannot jump straight away into like something new. Like that's what I did with the alphabet, with the game. I said Italy, France, Portugal, to get them used to hear French. So now we do the same thing. We're gonna watch a video about la francophonie. So I just put two questions to talk about that. So first question, quelle est la langue la plus parlée dans le monde? That's the first. If they don't understand, you can translate it. If they understand, make them answer. So now you've got a second question. Est-ce que le français est populaire dans votre pays? That's it. Then next step, you just go here. You click here. You will watch a video, a YouTube video. I really recommend you to watch twice the video. After that, you can put the English subtitle if needed. If not, you watch twice. There is a lot of image in the video, so they can kind of understand. Okay. And then Same. Now you've got the question. Maybe you let more time this time. You can put the countdown if you want, or you can do it together. If you think they are really advanced, you just can translate the question into French and the answer into French as well. And you've got the answer. Very, very, very basic question. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Don't hesitate to use it. If you have any recommendation for me to improve my presentation, I'll be happy to hear that in the comment section. I will build all the syllabus, all the curriculum for you, and I wish you to have a fantastic day. Bye bye.